Hey folks, Surveyor Chef here, Minne-Florida living, and it's March in Minnesota. What's everyone talking about? Well, besides the high school hockey tournament, spring break. So today, we're going to take you to the islands. We're going to do a spatchcock grilled chicken, Caribbean jerk style. And on the side, Cuban beans and rice. It's for sure going to make you say, yeah man. Alright folks, here we are, Caribbean jerk chicken, spatchcock style. And here's the star of the show, chicky chicky chick chick, chicky chicky buck buck. This chicken here I got from Uncle Larry. So this chicken spent its whole life running around the farm eating bugs, dodging dogs. So this chicken had a real good life, and we're going to pay homage to it by cooking it real good today. So to spatchcock this bad boy, I put it breast side up and the spine is down right here. So I'll just take my knife and go on about a ½ inch on either side of the spine and just kind of cut through the bones there. And then turn it. Flip it over actually. So you can see how I kind of cut through that. I'm just going to take my knife here and just kind of keep working that on either side of that backbone, and the thing pops out just perfectly. And please do not throw this away. This is awesome for chicken stock, or if you're gonna make soup or something, save this, put it in a freezer bag, make some stock. All right, here we go. We got the backbone out. All we're gonna do is we got the chicken backside up, and we're just gonna flip it up like this. And you're kind of gonna have to use a little muscle and break some of those rib bones. But look at that. There it is, the chicken spatchcocked. Perfect. No problems. Just like that. I kind of had to break that little bit of bone right there, right on the breast. So there we go. That's how we're going to cook it, just like that. So we'll make the brine and drop the baby in there. Alright, we're going to make the brine for this Caribbean jerk spatchcock chicken. And what I like to do, I use the law of 1-3-2. So 1 quart of water, 3 tablespoons of kosher salt, 2 tablespoons of sugar per pound of meat. And for the aromatics, I'm going to use an orange, a lime, and black peppercorns. So we're going to zest up the orange and the lime. Alright, so we got the zest of 1 orange, 1 lime, and we got the lime cut up and the orange cut up. So how brining works is it's the law of diffusion. So the water acts as a vehicle for the salt and the sugar to move from greater concentration, which would be the brine, to lesser concentration, which would be the meat, the protein. So when this happens, it's called osmosis. So when the sugar and the salt get pulled into the meat, it'll pull these flavors in as well, flavoring our chicken and tenderizing it as well. All right, we got our brine bucket here, nice clean pail. I only use for brining. It's got 5 quarts of cold water in there. So we'll start adding our stuff to the brine. Alright, I got my brine all stirred up here. I stirred it for about 5 minutes, I guess, just to make sure everything was dissolved. I'm just going to drop our chicken in here that we spatchcocked. Push it all the way down to the bottom and kind of mix her up real good. And you want to make sure that the chicken stays submerged. So the way that I do this is I'll take a plate and just place it right on top there. That way I know the chicken is not going to float. So we got our jerk seasoning all mixed up here. I'll just show you what it looks like. It's really beautiful stuff. You can see little bits of red pepper, thyme in there. You can really smell the allspice and the nutmeg and the cinnamon. Oh man, that's gonna be good on that chicken. I'm just gonna pop her back in here. I put her in these, if you're like me, I save all my old jars and stuff and then just label it. So we got a little shaker for tomorrow for the chicky bok bok. Alright, so our chicken's been brining for about 12 hours here. We'll just pull it out. Pull this plate out first. And we'll grab our chicken. Chicky bok bok. Let it drain a little bit. Shake her off. And pat it with a paper towel. You want to get it nice and dry. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pat this dry. All sides here. Man, the bright orange and lime flavors you can really smell. Alright, now that we got the chicken patted dry, I'm just gonna let it sit here on the counter, go start the grill, and then right before we throw it on the grill, we'll season it. Alright, we're back. Our chicken's been kind of resting on the counter here, drying for about an hour. So what I'm gonna do is put our seasoning on. So I'm just gonna flip the bird over here. Take some olive oil on the back side. Kind of just rub it all in to kind of cover and incorporate. We'll take some of that jerk seasoning that we made earlier. Sprinkle it on. Alright folks, here we are. We got our grill all warmed up. I'm using the Weber Kettle today. Got my charcoal over here on one side, and this other side is where we're going to put the chicken. So we're going to cook indirect heat. So I'll just grab the bird here. If I can grab it. Drop it right down just like that. Alright, we'll cover this up and we'll cook it till the internal temperature is 165 in the breast. Alright, it's been about 2 hours on the Weber Kettle with this Spatchcock Caribbean jerk chicken. We'll take a little peeky peek. Oh, sweet mother of Marty McFly, look at that. Perfectly golden brown all the way across. We got 165 in the breast right now, so I'm just going to give the thigh a check here. And we're at about 180 in the thigh, which is perfect. That's going to be pull apart tender, and the breast is going to be nice and juicy yet at 165. So we'll pull this baby off, let her rest, and then we'll slice into it. Alright, here's our spatchcock chicken. Isn't it beautiful? The golden color and all those spices. I wish you could smell it. The aroma is pretty amazing. So I'll show you how to carve this baby up. I'm just going to cut it right in half, right down the breast here. So we got half of it. I'll just show you the color. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? My goodness. Alright, so with this half, I'll just show you. This thigh should come off pretty seamlessly. Look at that. That's amazing. And this wing too, you can leave it attached to the breast if you want, but what you do is you kind of just work your way around the bone where it connects into the breast, and it should pop right out just like that. And your wing lovers will love that little hunk of breast meat on there. So you got your breast, and you got your leg and your thigh here. These are my favorite. So you can leave them attached. I mean, it's a nice presentation just like that. I'm going to take it apart here, so just kind of move it with your hand, and it should pop pretty much right out. But right where that knuckle is, if you just take your knife, it'll slice right through. Boom. So you got your leg, your thigh, your breast, and your wing. You pick. It's going to be good eating. We'll get it plated up here and give it a taste. Alright, here it is, folks. Look at that. That beautifully golden jerk chicken. with some Cuban beans and rice, topped with some red onions and cilantro. Oh man, that's good eating. We'll head outside and give her a bite. All right, all we gotta do is just taste this chicken that we made. We got spatchcocked Caribbean jerk chicken we did on the Weber with some Cuban beans and rice. I'm gonna take a bite out of this leg here. Oh man, it's juicy, tender. You get the citrus from that brine, spiciness from the rub, smokiness from the grill. Man, that is good. And then here we'll try our Cuban beans and rice. Look at that. If you want to learn how to make these beans and rice, Paul will put a link up in the corner here. Yeah, man, that is freaking good. Takes me right back. Smokiness of the sausage, the brightness of the cilantro on there. Good. All right, folks, I'm the Surveyor Chef, Minne-Florida living. You know the rules. Finish with a Minnesota beer. Thanks for watching.